Yo folks, Willie King here, and welcome to an episode of Let's Play RimWorld. We are the Uncreatives. No, yes, we are the Uncreatives. We do not research. We have let a little bit of time go by in between episodes. Not much has happened. I've traded with one little space trader that had one whole advanced component, and I think another copy of the ship drive book. But what's more exciting is this pop-up. New lovers, William and Soyoka. These are both people who grew up in the colony. So William is the son of Stein and Loser, and Soyoko is the daughter of Flapjack and Nice Punch. Rip Nice Punch. But they've just paired up, and they're complaining about being separated. All right, that'll do. Might be a little awkward being next to one of your parents here, but I'm sure it's going to be fine. Let's make sure they get at least an excellent quality one, and then we'll give them a marble end table, say there, and a marble dresser right over there. Not going to be the fanciest room, but they'll be able to be together. We can maybe add a little more decor. Mostly it's going to be limited by the fact it's cramped, but hey, at least we have a room, and then we don't have to worry about it, right? We can make some more artwork, but meh. Got one or two other masterwork marine armors have been built in the interim as well, which is nice. And yeah, otherwise we're just chooching on. If we can check the research situation here. So yeah, the Tanaka drive is going. I have a feeling. I don't know. I guess. Okay, RimWorld is a Unity game. So presumably it was written in C#, which is pretty decompilable. And plus all the modding and stuff. I bet you it's pretty easy to like dig into the code and see how it works. I'm wondering, like with the books, if there really is just maybe a limited pool of which ones are available at any given time. And that pool gets refreshed as research is done. Because it's weird that we got multiple copies of the Drive book, but not any of the other Starflight books, right? I don't know. There's got to be something like that. And, you know, I think we've seen enough evidence throughout the run. I mean, it's still the plural of an anecdote is not data. And yet still, you know, it feels like, well, maybe we've got a little something. Looks like it's time to set up a trade. That town just refreshed itself. Wow, we have a lot of hay. Woo. All right. We won't need neutromine. We'll still look for components, of course, as per usual. Yeah, yo. I mean, oh, that's right. The Starship had some Gravlight panels. They had 21. I bought 20, just have an even number. And I used some to do the little vac seals that we talked about previously. Are these... Okay, so that's done. That's done. That's not done. That's not done. That one is done. All right. And then... I mean, maybe some of this could be sold. Still the ones wearing the Cataphract armor. I'm going to keep it around for a little bit longer. At some point, I'm sure we'll cycle it through. Wow, that is a lot of corsets. Okay, grab. I mean, I don't think we'll need the silver because we're going to be selling all this stuff. But just in case there's something crazy. I mean, I guess I could just make a second trip. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to save time and not bother loading the silver at all. All right, we're waiting. Yes, silver separated. I know, I'm working on it. We'll see what we can do. We got enough wood. That's good. Yeah, we need plasteel. Probably we'll still pick up uranium if I see it as well. It's possible that we won't really need it. It'll depend on things, but we'll see. And yes, we've got our long-range scanner going for the plasteel. And yeah, oh yeah, it's the little back doors over here. So this room is a workshop. But people can walk through all these tiles without being bothered at all. It doesn't slow them down. Hell, maybe I should put a vac seal here. That is a busy door. Or it could be an auto door. No, we'll vac seal instead, because why not? It's not like I need to leave critters or stop critters from going in and out here. We'll do that. We'll leave that auto door there. Honestly, I don't think there's that much traffic here. That could have probably been a normal door and not cost us too much, but yeah, let's get this. That's going to be fine, and we only rolled a good bed. Yeah, let's make sure to get at least excellent quality, especially to offset the fact that this room's a little smaller. Could even do could have done a royal bed to make it real fancy. All right, trade. And... there we go. Advanced components 3. I won't bother with the rest. Medicine, we're good. We'll sell the ambrosia, the yayo. We'll buy plasteel, and yeah, I'll buy the uranium. That might be all the uranium we ever need. I'm not entirely sure. Sell you. Buy. Oh, there you go. I was complaining about the lack of book diversity. We got one there. Insanity Lance. Sell some corsets. And already they are out of money. Gold, no. Okay, that's fine. We're not ready to trade over here yet, are we? Oh, we are. It was slightly behind, but I guess we had enough time. Okay, so I'll probably do a second trip then, since we still have a bunch of corsets and everything anyway. And the fuel situation is absolutely fine. So land here, trade. Shoom. The little animation. Advanced components, please. Thank you very much. And glass steel. I won't buy more uranium. Machine persuasion. Okay, that's another new one. A good chart. No, we really don't need that. Oh, I didn't realize it still had this good face mask. You don't have another Insanity Lance. That's fine. Of course, corset. Da 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 da. There we go. We still end up with some silver. In fact, almost all their silver. Perfect. All right. Enter great. No. Stop. Right. Trade again and then stop. Okay. Wait. It's so easy to do. It's like, yes, I do want you to enter the Great Library with your spaceship, please. Let's just, well, actually, bring this. I'll just do a high priority haul command over here. Just make sure that stuff gets brought in as quickly as possible, please. Reload that, keep that going. We've got a normal quality pulse rifle, which could sell. Kramer's getting near to popping. Though I suppose it'll be a while before we have to arm that kid. I mean, that was the thinking. I was like, well, we're gonna need another gun for this baby that's not even born yet. Oh man, I am in a mood today. I don't know why. It's not even like that early. I'm recording this at 12:30 today. Had kind of an easy morning, taking care of some bookkeeping and all the boring stuff. And I think I'm just eager to play. In fact, this is a stream day. I got to stream in an hour and a half, and I'm like, an hour and a half. Maybe I shouldn't record right now. I should save the voice. I'm like, no. I want to play some RimWorld. Yep. Okay. So lovers separated. So William and Sayoko, who I think I often refer to as Sayoka. My apologies. William, there you are. In there. How about nice of a bedroom? It's a decent bedroom. All right, good enough for me. We can even make fancier flooring, which would stop the room from feeling any more crowded, right? If you put some more art in here, it will make it even tighter because it's a number of empty spaces. Like it says, like pretty tight 16. Like it's 16 tiles in here, yes, but then you do get a debuff based on like occupied tiles. Anyway, so art does make it more tight, but at the same time adds more value, but the flooring would be even better. Wild boar, I think we'll just throw a slaughter on you. That's fine. Oh, some ducks join in between episodes as well, and they all got slaughtered. Because I didn't feel the need to go and manage those guys. Making another marine armor. Come on, Flapjack. You can do it. Get me a legendary. I don't think we've rolled a legendary marine armor yet. We've gotten a few masterwork ones. But that's it. We're starting to accrue a few, but there's still lots of people who still need to convert over to power armor. They may need to be encouraged. And oh my god, we got a legendary marine armor. Okay, so someone's definitely going to go and equip that. What I might want to do is, because what might happen, depending on the order of things, someone who's already wearing marine armor might go and slap it on. Actually, I should go and get Book to wear it. Because I should be equipped to someone else, but no, we're going to get Book to equip that. And Book will leave behind a masterwork one, which is still going to be excellent. Oh, hello, Solar Flare. But yeah, Book's got that main character energy. I mean, did we start solo? Or did we start with 3 people? No, we started 3 people. Or did we? I can't remember anymore. No, we did the lone survivor, didn't we? Yeah. But I guess some of the other people who showed up that also were the uncreatives were the people we like preset in the character creator. I think that was it. And yeah, you've been here ever since. I don't even know if you've got any real injuries along the way. I don't remember if any of those replacements. I don't think you ever did get a proper one. Scourge Club. Whoa! These rewards aren't even that impressive. Well, it's because this is, of course, scaled based on our wealth and stuff like that. And I guess the rewards aren't really linked the same way. Now, if you had a book, we might be tempted. If it was a book that we didn't already have, I would have been strongly tempted. But no. Let's take a look at the world situation. So we know we can fly out here as well, although that's probably, yeah. Oh, actually quite a bit sooner than I expected. And then down over here. Actually, we're due for that caravan as well. All right. So we'll do the shuttle trip first. And then when Book comes back, we'll probably immediately plan the caravan because it'll take a little while to get out there. and we'll see what we can trade. And actually, we should probably go and call some more caravans over here. I guess I'll just keep going bulk goods. And then I'll also call these guys and ask for an Imperial Trader. Okay. Thank you. We only have 3 more books maybe missing? Yeah. We need one for the Starship. Oh, no, we've got Machine Persuasion. We just need the sensors and the reactor books. That is all. And then it's just a question of time, and not that much. Masterwork, Marine Armor. Very good. Okay. Yeah, keep on chooching on. That's going to be fine. Got the rules over there. The Marine Helmets is still being set, where we try to keep one that's excellent. I could switch it back to Legendary and try to push for that, but I think this is probably still the way to go for now. All right. So if we look at someone like Baboon, who's wearing non-power armor gear. Masterwork. I suspect if you went to excellent power armor, it probably would be better. And you know what? So I'm going to get you to do that. Because you are a frontliner, you're more likely to take some injuries. It's almost certainly better. So we'll do that. And then I'll just clear the forest. And yeah, you're gonna stay in it. I don't think you're gonna switch back. I think it just because it has to evaluate like multiple pieces of clothing versus one. Flash Storm could be a little annoying. Do we want to go outside and put out the fires? No, there's already too many. And a Flash Storm usually leads to rain. So I'm gonna assume, oh no, it didn't this time, just went to overcast. All right. Yeah, that's the way she goes sometimes. I want to fling any gifts? No, I think this is nearly, oh, it just finished. So we need unforbid this. I'll turn it off and then move it back over here. Because we've got, these are all steel spots. I think every single one of those is steel. There's nothing else over there. Yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to park it back over here where it once was. You got to unforbid it, otherwise they can't move it. We'll turn off the power so that it doesn't start. I don't know. They might reset the power situation when it moves. We'll have to see. We got lots of food. Arguably too much food. But yeah, that's what happens when all the corn is kicking in. And yeah, I do wonder if we can just switch some of the corn off to something else. I don't know what I'd switch it to at this point. There's nothing really we need. I guess we could grow more psychoid so that we could keep making more yayo. Maybe I should just do that to this one. This isn't grown that much. It's on regular soil. Like a psychoid doesn't have high fertility sensitivity, so we don't need to use the rich soil for it. So let me just do that. Some of it's using stony soil. Yeah, which is going to be okay. All right, switch that over. That's good. Masterwork, cloth corset. Oh, what did you die from? Probably some critter. Yeah, the Timberwolf. Well, we'll see what kind of meat is left on there. I mean, I think in real life it would be a bad idea to eat something that was partially eaten by a predator and sitting out in the open for a while, but this isn't real life. Masterwork marine armor. Very good. Yeah, I fully expect someone will slap that on immediately. If they haven't already. Excellent, excellent. We have a lot of excellent marine armor sitting around here. If I were to switch this rule, for example, to say, listen, excellent or above is better. Yeah, we've got 7 of those. So at some point, the question is that good enough? Maybe. I do like the idea of going all the way to masterwork, but it probably makes sense to stop. Overproducing a few to increase the chances in the first place is okay, and now we can be like, listen, everybody, put that on. You guys aren't in the front line of combat. William, we'll get you to wear that one. And someone's passing by. So you guys are all power armored. Salazar, you need this one. And then Priest, you can wear that one. And Kramer, oh, there's one there. So if I do that, we might go below. No, we'll still be okay. Where are you, Kramer? Yeah, I know you're moving slow right now. I think everyone, I'm in squid mode here. Oh, Quavos, we missed you. And we do have another excellent power armor. There's one. Excellent marine armor. That, I think, is the last person. And if we check here, Well, apparently there's still 2 excellent marine armors out there. So yeah, we had plenty, which was never the question. Clear, 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 clear. Everyone should continue to wear this. We might want to babysit you to make sure, but I think everyone will stay in their marine armor. Everyone's going to be a little slower now. Arguably, you could have like a civilian outfit and then a combat outfit that you swap back and forth on. But as long as the civilian outfit also included flak armor, it wouldn't be that risky. You know, if you get caught out, you know, there's landing in the middle of the base, at least people aren't running around in their underwear or anything. But then that also means just keeping around a double set of all armor. Like, nah, not interested in that. Oh, Kramer is very close to popping. Okay. I was gonna say, I'd rather you don't go into labor in bed here because I think the birth would happen there instead of in the hospital. Hey, 2 traders both arriving at the same time. Book, where? Oh, there it is. You are definitely the one who has to trade with the Imperial Trader. So we'll start with that. And advanced components, yes, please. We got a good amount of psych IT. Maybe I'll sell off like 100. Okay, you don't sell plasteel, which is too bad. Reinforced barrels are still okay. Oh, hello, ship reactor. Okay. Venom fangs, no. The extra bionic parts we're going to keep around. We'll keep that. We'll keep that. I'm going to get rid of the good quality marine armor. And you know what? I'll get rid of the good quality cataphract armor as well. It does probably have slightly better defense than marine armor, although it's a little slower too. We'll do that. We'll keep this excellent one. That's going to be okay. We'll keep the excellent helmet. Oh. And by that I mean I'm going to keep this cataphract armor for the moment. By steel. No, okay. We'll do that. And then Book is going to come over this way and trade with these people. And let's see here. Chocolate, no, it's fine. You know what? I'll get rid of the 5 insect meat. It's just occupying storage space, and it's not enough to use. We'll sell a little bit of the meat, and actually, we'll probably sell like 3,000 units of corn, maybe more. And this little stack of berries just to make some room. Neutromin is good. Advanced component. Component, singular. Okay. And we'll sell these little stacks of leather because they're inefficiently stacked. Oh, wait. Do you have anything we want to buy? Well. Tell you what, for the end game, let's get some extra barrels. Just to buy stuff. An extra drive book. Oh, okay. And then I can go back to selling you things. So, yeah, we'll unload on the flak pants that we don't really need the same way. These guys, one of those. All right. That seems okay. Get those things pulled in as quickly as possible. Thank you very much. All right, that's very strong. Let's see. Are we ready for here? 0.0 days. That sounds pretty close to me. So, book. And oops, I didn't mean the gold. I mean all of our clothing. Here, 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 here. All of our silver. There might be some of the things. You know what? The cataphract armor. Yes. You could do something like keep a little bit of a spare around just in case someone needs it temporarily for some reason. All right, that's going to be good. And so now we're only missing 1 book, right? We just haven't found a sensors book. Maybe we'll find it here and now. Or we'll just find duplicates of things we've already got. That's always possible. I guess it just comes down to mostly you don't get a lot of books spawned at any one trade thing. So there's a good chance that you might just whiff and only get the overlap. Trade window, there it is. Advanced components, sure. Plasteel, yes, please. Skip to uranium. More reinforced barrels, probably not. Sensors! And not sensors, but we'll get it anyway. And And sell, 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 sell. Sell, sell, sell. More French word for salt. Sell, sell, sell. Sell. There you go. You can keep the change. That's fine. Confirm. And right, I was about to send you home. Wait for it. Wait for it. Legendary Devil Strand Duster. We could go and stop that. I mean, it's still a thing to sell. It's still a thing to use our Devil Strand for. So, you know what? It's fine. And cancel. And sure, prioritize getting that book in. I mean, everything's going to get hauled in shortly. But we want the book on the shelf so that we're ready to do that. And then, yeah, I think we can more or less right away plan our caravan over here. 3.2 days. There you go. I'll wait until this is all hauled in, just on the off chance that... I think when you plan a caravan, even stuff not in a stockpile can be grabbed. I think stuff not in a stockpile can't be traded with land merchants. I think it has to be in a stockpile to be available for trading here, but I think for loading it doesn't have to be. Which makes sense, because if you've got the shuttle on like some other random part of a map, you can always load the crap that's there even without you having to make a stockpile. So I'm sure that's the case, but we'll give them a beat anyway. And yeah, it'll be sending out Book and Hess again on the road with some horsies. Kramer is in labor. So you're there. Yeah, so... All right, I get it takes place at Steel Hospital Bed, is it? Is someone going to bring you there? Oh, it is. Maybe because you weren't asleep, you're in wobble mode. Maybe there was a slight difference. Because I've certainly had it before where I say, you know, assemble for birth, and then they just do it in the bed they happen to be in already. Oh yeah, the power situation did not store. So turn that off. I don't want you mining random bits of limestone right now. Actually, that one's marble. So, but still. Critters are going away. That's fine. Wait. Oh, there you are. Does not look like you're in bed. Oh, it's because we're seeing priest on top of there because there's nowhere to stand next to the bed. Okay. That makes sense. It looks funny, but it makes sense. Come on, successful birth. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, healthy childbirth. Nice. Name baby, Maisie. Welcome, Maisie. There you go. We'll do the first skin-to-skin contact over here, and then Maisie gets put into the vat, please. Thank you. All right, let's plan our caravan. I guess we'll still do the thing where we plan a little stop there just to sell some extra stuff along the way. Send caravan, accept, and book, and yes, that's the right line, right? Yes, good. And something like 4 horses is going to be plenty. And then some amount of food looks pretty good. Come back over here and we'll send some more than enough go juice. That's going to be okay. I think all those books are still in the go, so I'm not going to bother checking them. And well, we'll bring, sure, all the silver. Why not? We don't have that much stuff to sell, actually. We could sell some gold because we don't need this much, but there you go. Send. All right. Oh, it won't take very long to load them in this time. Well, I guess I could have grabbed more kibble or hay or something, but that's fine. Okay. Do that. We're on normal haul. Yes, we are. Good luck. Godspeed, etc. Let me just do the thing where I do that so we get the proper pop-up and we don't miss it. And then some harvesting. Okay. So hopefully not too much chaos at home. Oh, you know, we're out of this cloth. We could grow a little bit more cotton. Although we're getting a harvest now, because we'd see the cloth over here. Just to keep our corset industry going on. But we also get the money from the Yayo production as well. Masterwork cloth romper. Okay. Well, we're going to need it again. I mean, I guess Dolly and Giselle still need those rompers, too. Devil Strand Duster. Maybe we should make Devil Strand rompers. Caravan to 5 Neanderthals. Okay, 5 Neanderthals is actually kind of scary. We have 1 shock lance to knock 1 out. Like, here's the thing. Like, if we're going to use the shock lance... you know what? Here. It's a gift. It's actually fine. I'm not bothered by that at all. Because, yeah, I probably would have used the shock lance defensively. Part of me wants to, like, blow them up just for spite. But actually, doing the sort of math on it, certainly this was safer. Probably we would have won, but Neanderthals are tough, and it can be surprising sometimes. We're only 2 people defending the caravan. So, yeah, sure. I mean, if Book had like an Insanity Lance, we could use that too, but would have been worth using the Insanity Lance. Insanity Lance is a lot more valuable than the Shock Lance, even if we had one. So, yeah, you know what? I'm fine with it. Legendary Cloth Corset. All right. Very exciting. Oops, Stein having some chocolate. Good for you. And yeah, Kramer's back up on her feet. How old are you now? 28. I mean, you probably are going to get pregnant again. And then, yeah, baby's in the pod here, which you're going to get through pretty quickly. Ah, lovely. Infestation. Okay, well, I'd prefer this if there wasn't a million people here. Oh, right, we're going to do this thing. Okay. Should I quickly remove... Yes. It's going to be annoying to put this back. Actually, if I just flag this all for medical, it'll stop them from using this for regular sleep. Although, were you already in the medical one because you were pregnant? I don't think so. And then what we're going to do is, just in case anything gets through the door or bust through a wall or something like that, we'll move the meleeers to block wherever they decide to chew through, because it's not actually a proper door defense. But yeah, we'll get roughly in position. Boom. Y'all are on fire. I may have wanted to double wall more, because they are going to bust themselves out at some point. Yeah, I might have wanted to pre-double wall a little bit more as they chooch through. Right, they're going to go... Yeah, you know what? Hang on. Well, you're trying to go through there, but you probably won't for a long time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get everyone out here instead. Because that's probably they'll bust through there. No, what are you doing? No, you dummy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. To be fair, stuff was on fire. And so they're like, hold on, I got to put out the fire. Like, I mean, I want to blame them because realistically, that was pretty dumb from them. But obviously, it is entirely correct behavior. They did just what they were supposed to do, just not what I wanted them to do. No, they busted out that way. Okay, hang on a second. Let's do this. Baboon, do one front blocker. Topiary, you're going to go and solo that one. Maybe I'll just triple wall this whole area. Here, I'll release Baboon so you can run around. Topiary, I guess I'll go and get you to make death. Actually, pull back a little closer there, Baboon. And then Topiary, that's still on fire, but yeah, we'll just get you to come out over here. That's going to be fine. These doors should all be A-okay. Actually, I know that one's still alive. Finish that. Finish that. Finish that. Wait. Yes, I know there's fire. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I guess I could de-home zone this area, but... Actually, maybe I just should. I mean, might want the walls to be home zone still so that they get rebuilt. Can I actually not kill that? And that whole volley? Huh. Alright, alright, now we can go and put out all the fire here. Oh, I guess we killed the last something to complete the mission. Oh, someone's got to go and finish you and you off. And yeah, then what we're going to do is say something like that, this, that. I have smarter construction on, so they won't go and box themselves in. I want to leave a lot of space in here, so maybe what I'll do is plan on extending the walls out. Thusly and thusly. And a little bit more over there. And a little bit more like that. Okay? And then the home zone. Yeah, just cover all the constructed walls. May as well square that off. Okay. Done. And rebuild the straw matting. This is clearly working quite well. Hopefully nothing about our construction efforts here will stop this from being a bait area. It didn't even burn through all the hay. All right. Groovy. Yeah, no one's recruited. Everything is fine. Chris took a tiny bit of damage. A little bit of burn, actually. Maybe running in here to do some forest fire? Wonder when you got burned. Okay. It's got to be rebuilt. Oh, and then what I'll do is change these back to not medical. Perfect. Priest, actually, can I get you to not the wall. I want you to prioritize the lamp, please. And the reason is, then there'll be light in this room. And won't that be better? There you go. I mean, again, it doesn't light up the entire room. It's fine. A little unforbid. We've got lots of insect meat coming in again. What I'll do is I'll switch this back to kibble. Because we're obviously going to be making a ton of kibble again. There's foresters there. That's good. You guys are on the map. You're nearly there. I'm not sure you're going to be interacting much with the tribals. Maybe selling a couple things here and there, but that'll be about it. Go. And... There, no, Gami, no, Gojers, no. And no books. So, yeah, we'll just go and sell that much. All right. Now you're going to come down here and trade with Malacca. Thank you very much. All right. I don't think it matters much, but we'll put a little haul in those limestone chunks. Covers that. No weird restrictions, right? Except for on the kiddos. Everything seems okay. Yes, good. Reading some books. Excellent. Hey, do we have all of them now? Yeah, because we got the sensor. Yeah, we have every single book. Really, I don't even need to go and trade on map anymore. We've got everything we need. I guess if we're going to go for the build a spaceship, we need one of the persona cores, right? Which I have thus far kind of refused. I don't know. I think we'll just go with our actual victory condition goal, which is just research everything. Then we have the perfect colony. Every tech that's not locked behind a tech print, done and done without having researched a single piece ourselves. Everything else is academic. And we're on episode, what is this going to be, like 67 or something like that? Maybe more? Actually, that's a good question. What episode is this going to be? Where's my folder recordings? Oh, I think this is 67. Okay. It would be real nice maybe if we went for 2 more episodes. Which might happen depending on how quickly people actually read things. But wait, are we in combat somewhere? Why are we... Why are we slow? Did maybe one of the bugs popped up for a second. Okay, we're fine now. We're in slow-mo mode for a second. I'm thinking one of the insects that hadn't quite died might have popped up for a second. We did an auto combat? I don't know. It's too bad we don't have the glow lights left in here, because that would be quite handy, actually, to be able to see while we're working, but obviously those all got pretty destroyed. Harvest time, eclipse, all good. Man, I still say I learned so much more about so many more mechanics on this run by being forced to interact with different things, right? Using more of the shock things, the insanity lands, and just being much more active with trade. I mean, part of the reason I didn't make as much use of shock lance and insanity lances and other things like that is partially because I didn't get as many, because I wasn't actively buying them, because I wasn't interacting with the trade system as much. And the reason I wasn't interacting with the trade system as much is I really like building my own stuff, right? I like having my own industry. And to me, the trade was always like, why would I trade for stuff when I can just do it myself? Because I enjoy the act of having our own people make our own things. But we had no choice. Early on, we had to trade for all of our weapons. We had to trade for flak armor, right? Getting a flak vest was a huge deal early on. So it forced them to trade, which changed some of the dynamics. And yeah. And the other thing with trade is like, we're generating a lot of stuff that generated a lot of extra wealth that we then, because we had to produce something for wealth so we could trade it for useful wealth. And there's a bit of a delay there, right? We're making stuff that is increasing our wealth thing by making a bunch of corsets, for example. That doesn't help us fight. So it was non-combat wealth. And a lot of times I try to minimize how much non-combat wealth I have. And if my wealth bar goes up, it's because I want it to be because we have fancy guns. So wealth bar goes up, more aggressive raids come, but it's okay because we're better suited to defend it. There's a little component in there that should really be brought inside as quickly as possible, please. I don't know. Why would this sit in there? Maybe a leftover from trade? Could be. Could be. Clearly, our people are still being overworked. Which is interesting, because we're actually done on most of the crafting jobs, other than the infinite corset job. Which is still worth having there. Heck, it's only infinite while we have the cotton, which we're running out now, so there's going to be even more idleness, which theoretically is going to lead to more book reading. Oh, I could have done one of our parties before Book left. Not going to do it without Book, because he is our moral guide, of course. teaching us the ways of the texts, the sacred texts. Should I smooth this to look better? Heck, for consistency, I could mine this out and rebuild it to construct a wall. That would be silly, but also handy. Maisie's pretty cranky. Do you not enjoy being in the pod? No, you just balanced. Toxic spewer for... Hey, an Architect Eye is pretty damn impressive. And an infinite chem reactor. That is pretty cool, but this is just going to slow us down from reading books, so I'm not gonna. Hess is miserable, which is... We did give you... No, you're actually fine. What is it showing? Hold on. I'm looking at book. Oh, you're depressive, right. I did send you with lots of go-juice, though, so hopefully that'll keep you going. Right, you're depressive, yeah. Yeah, bald William, too. And who's the other one? Is it Giselle or Jolly that looks like the old man when they're in bed? Or was it William all along? I'm not sure. Anyway, it's really funny to me. Maybe it is Dolly. That looks like an old anime man in bed. Looking at that, reading some books. Lovely, lovely. Part of me still wonders if I should be removing some source of recreation, but there should be enough people reading regularly enough. It's going to be okay. Certainly they're doing a good job right now. And again, if they hit idle, we do have the mod that moves them to do that. Although it's not instant, right? Like, because we've got some people who are idling here, and I could still go and force them and encourage them to do more. Actually, there's some more books over there. Now, some of these might even be books. Oh, I didn't realize it still shows them as idle even while they're reading. Okay. Oh, Chris. Yeah, and that shows them as idle even though they're recreating. That I didn't realize. The mod doesn't cancel the idle indicator, which is actually maybe good. Like, it's semi-misleading. It makes me think, oh, they're idle. They shouldn't be idling. They should be doing stuff. And I think I complained about that a few times. But I guess it is actually good to know these people would still be idle, but they are busying themselves. All right, Johnson Tanaka Drive research is done. Lovely. So they'll emphasize the other books as a priority. I could interrupt the current jobs because some of them might still be reading those books from my force thing, but they only read for a little bit anyway. Ah, man. That is great. Because, like, if I want to build a spaceship, what I'd probably do is I'd probably box this area in and then do that. But then we'd have to do the defense and stuff like that. Which, I mean, with all of our freaking power armor, we could take a lot of straight-on fights, but I know it is nuts, like back-to-back-to-back fighting. And I think we'll stick with our stated goal of just to finish all the research stuff, and then we can start something new. / put more attention back onto Terra Invicta. I've had a pretty full schedule at home here lately with a lot of extra stuff going on. So it's been hard to maintain the two series side by side, plus of course live streaming. So that might be a little bit more of an opportunity to focus on that before we start on something new. There's definitely going to be some more RimWorld though. I cannot stop playing RimWorld. I do feel like at this point it is my favorite game, just period. Okay, so trading with some Imperials. We'll still go to buy advanced components. There's quite a lot of them. We have so much money. And yeah, we might do something like buy a bunch more plasteel. And yeah, we could get another one of these, but we may as well. I mean, we already obviously have one. Sanity Lance. That's probably good enough. We get more Glitter World medicine. We have a few already. But what else are we going to do with all this money? All right, we'll do that. We'll trade to the next one just to say, because it is quite close. We don't have a lot of money left over. Field and the camp. Nope. No reason to do that. And thank you. Buy more plasteel? Sure. Yeah, I mean, again, we don't need the skill books. Do I have enough? I do. Done and done. And then your plan is to come back home. All right. Good trade caravan. We never did find plasteel, an off-map plasteel mining site. Now, if we're not currently making the power armor, we're not really hitting the plasteel crunch the same way. And we still have some to spare, which is nice. Right? One excellent helmet, one excellent suit. If one of our kiddos gets fully aged up, now they're not going to anytime soon. Probably not before the end of the run, but if they did, there'd be a suit of armor waiting for them. There's not even... Actually, you get a growth pop at 10, right? So we're about to get a growth pop for Giselle. Oh, that's nice. It's such a satisfying screen, you know, picking those traits. It's so exciting. Kramer's got a go frenzy. All right. As I say, she's excited one of her kids are coming up. But I actually don't know if you're Kramer's kid. Oh, you are. Yeah, Kramer and Vikinger. And Jamila's idle, which is translating to some recreation time. Good. Persona Core offer. So this is the thing. I was like, if we do want to build a ship, we need a Persona Core. And I've turned down some quests with it. So items quite rare. So this, we could go and talk to the Refugee Empire on the console and find out where one of those are so we can go and raid it for a core so that we can build our ship. If we want to go and do that victory condition. Again, I think I'll probably say no. From the start, we said research all text, that's our win. So I think that'll be the case. Oh, I'm going to miss this space. I'm going to miss this little story. What a fun challenge. Yeah, it would have been a little faster if I'd installed the mod to like not have to What are you doing? Oh, you're praying. Not have to micromanage the whole like right click to force the reading over and over and over again. And this mod doesn't even force the reading. It just makes it so that they go and intentionally do more recreation time, saving us some right clicks. Consuming chocolate. We do still have a decent amount of chocolate. Well, that's nice. Next run, do we go like super heavily modded? Like all the vanilla furniture? Is it time finally for the medieval run? Is it time for the one with the magic? Is it time to go just super duper vanilla? I am thinking like it might be the time to do another like, you know, RimWorld perfectly vanilla, no expansion tutorial 2026, patch 1.6 kind of stuff. There's Giselle's growth period, great memory, quick sleeper. Probably great memory. I think this is one of those where quick sleeper is a lot more valuable early on when you have fewer people, and it's that much more important to get extra work time out of everyone. Here, probably the great memory to maintain higher traits is better. Let's double up on the traits you've already got, and then we'll give you social so that you're better at interacting with people. All right, that seems lovely. Might encourage more people to pair off. It's nice that we've got a few couples already, because it also means that unlike what we're having with like the Family of Blood run and things, we have more genetic variation and more ability for people to get into relationships, which is good. Travelers, 2 items of trade. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. How far away are you? You still got a while to go. Masterwork cloth corset. Congratulations. Good job. Go, you're walking through. That's all good and fine. The heat wave is A-okay. Yeah, we should have coolers everywhere. Triple coolers here. These are all set correctly, right? Every now and again, one of them... Oh, no! To say, every now and again, one of them gets smashed and it doesn't get set correctly. So we were only running on 2 coolers over here. Oh, actually, no, we were running on 3 because of this one. It's possible we don't need the 4th at all, but with the heat wave, let's make sure it's working. And then we can also turn on the temperature overlay and just make sure. We don't have actual explicit cooling over here. We might get a little overflow between the two, but it's fine. I mean, this might get warm enough that if they were sleeping in this room, they would be complaining about, you know, slept in the heat and being all sweaty, but this is going to be a-okay for this particular operation. It's a little toastier here. What are we looking at here? 24, 26, 27. Okay, that is a little on the warmer side. So what we might want to do is get a second cooler for this block. So we'll plan on doing that. And then over here, 21. Yeah, it's having a little bit of a challenge maintaining, but overall fine. And here's mostly a question of comfort. Here it is important to maintain a decent temperature in case anyone does overheat, but we seem to be okay. 33 in here. Yeah, it's pretty roasty toasty in here. And in the cooking room, 35. It's not ideal. You know, they might be getting hot and sweaty, and not in the fun way, but that is fine. We still got hay. We still got insect meat. Some more kibble is being made. That is groovy. Where's Stein? How come are you not on the same schedule? Stein and Lawman? Stein and Lawman. Right, yeah, you are. I guess you just happen to desync your sleep schedule. All right. You know what? I'll wake you up. You're not gonna sleep tonight. Let's get you up and at them. The animals should be okay. They have pretty big tolerance range for temperature. 38 degrees out there. Yeah, they're gonna be fine. You know, we don't have like watering troughs, but you can pretend that we're just making sure the troughs are being filled with water. I mean, drinking water is not a mechanic in RimWorld. I don't know if there's a mod that adds that. I mean, even Dub's Bad Hygiene, which has a lot of hydro, like water stuff, doesn't have drinking added as a need. I mean, obviously, I'm not talking about the beer here. Different kind of drinking. Okay. Oh my God, we're 44 minutes into this episode. Okay, well, we'll put a cut in here. You know, we might have 2 episodes left in this. We might add it, end on a very nice number as it turns out. We'll see. Folks, thanks a lot for watching, and thank you very much for sticking through the series if you've been here this long. What a fun run this has been. See you next time. Bye-bye.